John Dutton's reign may have ended in Season 5, but new rumors are swirling that Yellowstone Season 6 has officially started filming. That's right, despite all the drama surrounding Kevin Costner's exit, the Dutton legacy might just be gearing up for its next chapter. So what's really happening behind the scenes? Let's dive into the whispers, leaks, and what this could mean for the future of the ranch. Filming on Season 6 of Yellowstone? Yellowstone burst onto the scene in 2018 like a wildfire, instantly grabbing everyone's attention and turning the Paramount network into a TV powerhouse. Taylor Sheridan's brilliant storytelling turned a modern Western into a cultural phenomenon and gave Kevin Costner's career a massive new chapter. As John Dutton, Costner became the heart of the show. By the time Season 5 rolled around in 2022, fans were glued to the drama. But then whispers started swirling. Could Costner be leaving? Suddenly, the future of the Dutton family saga didn't feel so certain. And just as fans were processing that bombshell, Paramount added fuel to the fire by teasing a sequel series, signaling big changes for the Yellowstone universe, possibly without its patriarch. So what's really happening? Is Yellowstone finally started filming for Season 6, or is the show done for? Hollywood insiders are buzzing that something big might already be in motion. Rumors are flying that filming could be underway, even though Paramount hasn't said a word. But here's where things get really juicy. Whatever comes next might not look anything like what fans are used to. Originally, the 6 episodes that fans assumed would kick off Season 6 were folded into Season 5B, making it seem like the series was tying up loose ends. Then, out of nowhere, came the announcement that Matthew McConaughey is set to star in a yet untitled sequel series. That news sent shockwaves through the fan base. But before you assume this means goodbye to the Duttons, think again. The latest rumors suggest the sequel might stay connected to the Yellowstone world we know. Could McConaughey be stepping in as a new Dutton? Or maybe he's carving out a completely separate story in the same universe. Whatever the case, the possibilities are endless and downright thrilling. And just to keep things spicy, there's talk that some familiar faces might return. The show even toyed with introducing a long-lost Dutton sibling played by Christian music star Cory Asbury. That idea got shelved after some off-screen drama, but in the wild world of Yellowstone, anything is possible. Could Cory eventually join the Dutton clan? It's a strange thought. But Paramount then hit fans with another bombshell, a brand new spin-off featuring some of the show's current cast. And guess who's leading this next chapter? Yep, Matthew McConaughey. If anyone can carry the Dutton torch into a new era, it's him. From the start, Yellowstone has been a ratings juggernaut, consistently topping the charts. With numbers like that, a new season feels almost inevitable. When Season 6 does drop, it might follow the usual winter release pattern, with a premiere likely in the middle or end of 2025. But don't get too comfortable. Taylor Sheridan is infamous for keeping everything under wraps. If filming is happening, you won't hear much until he's totally ready to drop the news. So what could Season 6 actually look like? Fans are buzzing about the fallout from Season 5's shocking finale. John Dutton's tragic death and Beth's revenge on Jamie have left the family in chaos. Many believe the spotlight will shift to Beth and Rip as they navigate their future. The fan-favorite couple has always been a source of loyalty, love, and plenty of drama. And Season 6 could explore how they hold on to what's left of the Dutton legacy. Their relationship could be tested like never before, with both of them facing impossible choices. At the same time, John's absence leaves a massive power vacuum on the ranch. Who steps up to lead? Some fans think Casey might finally take on a bigger role, while others are predicting the arrival of new characters who could shake up the family dynamics. Whatever happens, it's clear the Duttons won't have a smooth ride. And let's not forget the Beth and Jamie feud. After everything that's gone down, fans are bracing for this sibling rivalry to hit a breaking point. Just how far will they go to destroy each other? Season 6 could take their battle to a whole new level, with consequences that ripple through the entire family. A controversial opinion on Yellowstone. Luke Grimes has some thoughts on the future of Yellowstone, and let's just say he's not exactly rooting for a season 6. And honestly, the tea he spilled makes you wonder if it's even worth hoping for another chapter. First of all, being a Yellowstone fan has been an emotional roller coaster. One minute you're hyped because the show is back, and the next, you're left scratching your head over what's coming next, or if anything's coming at all. The Season 5 finale felt like Taylor Sheridan tying up all the loose ends in one dramatic swoop. The Dutton family saved their precious ranch, Beth delivered her usual fiery chaos and killed Jamie, and now fans are left wondering, what's left to tell? It's giving series finale energy, and that's not a good look for Season 6. The rumors have been flying faster than Rip's horse. Are we getting a spin-off with Beth and Rip? Is Matthew McConaughey swooping in to revive the Dutton legacy? Is Kevin Costner's John Dutton really done for? Paramount hasn't confirmed much of anything yet, but knowing how unpredictable this show's news cycle is, things could change tomorrow. Oh, and don't even get started on the other spin-off buzz, a potential sequel series called The Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew Fox. Who are the Clyburns, and why should we care about them? It's all starting to feel a little bit like the Yellowstone universe is losing the plot, literally. Now, let's get to Luke Grimes, who plays Casey Dutton. He didn't exactly hold back when asked if the show should keep going. His take? A 6th season just doesn't add up. He said he would do it, but he doesn't understand how it would work once the story ends. And honestly, his reasoning is hard to argue with. Casey's arc has been pretty clear. He's tired of the bloodshed, the drama, and the whole unsustainable mega ranch lifestyle. All he wants is to settle down, live the cowboy dream with his family, and have his little slice of peace. It's not exactly the kind of storyline that can be dragged out for another season. Grimes makes a good point. How much more can you milk out of the Dutton saga before it starts feeling stale? The show's already dabbled in spin-offs, so maybe the future of Yellowstone lies in these side stories. But when it comes to the main series, even Casey's actor seems to think it's time to saddle up and ride off into the sunset. Maybe that's exactly what's going on through Costner's head as well. Costner's dramatic exit. Kevin Costner's exit has been the talk of Hollywood for months, and the behind-the-scenes drama rivals the storylines on Yellowstone itself. At the center of it all, scheduling conflicts that spiraled into a full-blown standoff. Costner was laser-focused on his passion project, Horizon, a sweeping multi-part Western film he's been dreaming of directing for years. But that dream clashed head-on with his commitments to Yellowstone, and things quickly got messy. The tipping point came when Paramount asked Costner to juggle 2 halves of Season 5 while he was knee-deep in getting Horizon off the ground. Pulling double duty on 2 massive projects? Not exactly a walk in the park. According to insiders, the tension between Costner and Paramount hit its breaking point during these scheduling debates. Sheridan shed some light on the situation in a 2023 interview. He revealed that his final conversation with Costner revolved around Horizon. Costner was determined to make the film happen, and Sheridan initially assured him they'd find a way to accommodate his timeline. It seemed like a manageable compromise at first, but then the lawyers got involved. Sheridan explained that once legal teams stepped in, communication between the 2 sides broke down entirely. What could have been a straightforward negotiation turned into a blame game that no one could control. Sheridan didn't hold back his disappointment over how things unfolded. While he still holds Costner in high regard as an actor, he admitted that the unresolved conflict ultimately disrupted John Dutton's storyline. According to Sheridan, the abrupt exit didn't ruin the character's arc, but it did cut it short, robbing fans of the full closure they'd been waiting for. Costner, meanwhile, kept a low profile and let the speculation swirl until September 2023, when details started spilling during his divorce proceedings. In court, Costner broke his silence on the chaos surrounding his departure. He explained how Paramount's decision to split Season 5 into 2 parts derailed his carefully laid plans. Originally, Costner envisioned wrapping up Yellowstone, diving headfirst into Horizon, and then circling back to finish 5B. But with the season now split, his once-a-year filming schedule doubled, making it nearly impossible to keep both projects on track. Negotiations to find a middle ground didn't fare much better. Costner revealed that there were creative disagreements in addition to scheduling conflicts. And despite his efforts to break the logjam, the talks eventually fell apart. Even a jaw-dropping offer of $1 million paycheck to return for season 6 and 7 wasn't enough to seal the deal. Costner hinted at potential legal action against Paramount, frustrated by how things unfolded, but as of now, no legal steps have been taken. Meanwhile, the Yellowstone universe isn't slowing down for a second. The prequel 1923 is gearing up for its second season, promising to take fans deeper into the Dutton family's roots. And then there's the buzz around the 4/6's spin-off, which will star Jefferson White as Jimmy. Set on the legendary 4/6's ranch in Texas, it's shaping up to deliver all the drama and grit fans love, with a fresh setting and new challenges. But here's the thing. There's also talk of a 1944 spin-off. This could mean that the Duttons might be stepping into the World War II era. The possibilities are endless, and fans are already curious about how this chapter could tie into the family's sprawling saga. Between new timelines, fresh storylines, and beloved characters branching out, the Yellowstone franchise is expanding faster than anyone imagined. The future of Yellowstone might look different without John Dutton, but one thing's for sure: the drama, power struggles, and heartbreak aren't going anywhere. With so much in the works, it feels like the Dutton legacy is just getting started. The highly anticipated McConaughey spin-off. All eyes are glued to Matthew McConaughey as the buzz around his possible Yellowstone debut grows louder. Since 2023, fans have been on edge, speculating about McConaughey stepping into a leading role in the Yellowstone universe. And let's be real, if anyone could bring the heat, it's him. This would be his first major TV gig since his jaw-dropping performance in True Detective back in 2014, and with his charisma and star power, McConaughey could completely shake up the franchise. But here's the million-dollar question: who will McConaughey play? The possibilities are wild. Could he be a long-lost Dutton no one's ever mentioned? Maybe a love interest who disrupts the delicate balance of power on the ranch? Or perhaps he's an outsider with his own agenda, tied to the land in ways no one saw coming. Until the details drop, you know the theories are gonna be running wild. And what about the rest of the cast? Sheridan teased last year that offers had been sent out to some of Yellowstone's original stars, but while they're still coming up with the scripts, nothing is set in stone just yet. Rumors are swirling about whether this McConaughey-led spin-off will even stay at the iconic Dutton Ranch in Montana, or if it'll branch out into an entirely new world. Word on the street is that a couple of familiar faces might be making the jump, but who and how? That's anyone's guess. The returning crew. It's hard to imagine some characters making it out of Yellowstone Season 5's explosive finale unscathed, let alone jumping to the spin-off. The feud between Jamie and Beth? Pure chaos. They were trading insults and openly plotting each other's deaths. With how things went down, it feels like Wes Bentley and Kelly Riley's character can't both make it to the next chapter. That tension has fans wondering who survives the fallout and who's done for good. Did the cast even know how it all ends? Not everyone. Word has it that some actors were left completely in the dark, handed redacted scripts, or told what to do moments before the cameras rolled. One insider called it a wild guessing game every day on set, where the crew would just point and tell them where to stand and what to say. The secrecy was next level. One actor joked that losing a script in an Uber would have been a catastrophe, given the extreme efforts to prevent leaks. But behind all the chaos, the cast had nothing but love for the show and what it's meant to them. One member called the experience life-changing, saying it was crucial to leave Yellowstone on a high note. They talked about the final weeks of filming, filled with love, reflection, and a bittersweet sense of pride in everything they'd achieved. The team gave it their all, pouring heart and soul into making this last season as cathartic and satisfying for fans as possible. And of course, fans can't stop asking how it all wraps up. While the cast wishes they could spill the details, one actor promises that viewers will be happy. The ending, they said, is profound, beautiful, and delivers exactly what every character deserves. It's the kind of finale that leaves you both heartbroken and satisfied, the way only Yellowstone can. For the actors, keeping those secrets wasn't easy, but coming back for one final chapter was worth it. One cast member described returning after 7 years as feeling like coming home. Even though the ending is bittersweet, they admitted they already missed the cast and crew, and they're still processing the emotions of leaving something so special behind. And then there's Casey and Monica. At the end of Season 5A, they were talking about checking out a new part of the ranch, looking for a place that could finally feel like home. That's where we find them as Season 5B kicks off, trying to figure out if this new spot might be their fresh start. For a moment, we see something rare: joy, smiles, lightness, a hint of happiness. But if you know Yellowstone, you know it won't last long. And how could we forget the firestorm that is Beth and Jamie? Their relationship is nothing but tension, and it feels like we're barreling toward their ultimate showdown. Will the infamous train station come into play? That's where things were left, in total uncertainty. It's the most dangerous it's ever been. The stakes couldn't be higher, and while no one's spilling the ending, the word is there will be some kind of a resolution. The real kicker? It's like Jamie thought he finally played a reverse Uno card on Beth. But we all know how this goes. Jamie never wins. Even when it feels like he's this close, you can't shake the feeling that he's going to blow it. Familiar faces for Season 6. As the buzz around Yellowstone Season 6 grows louder, fans can't stop speculating about who's coming back and what kind of wild cards might step into the mix. Everyone's talking about Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser, the power couple of the ranch. After John Dutton's shocking exit in Season 5, all eyes are on these two to step up and take center stage. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to see Beth and Rip navigate the chaos of protecting the Dutton legacy while the ranch teeters on the brink? Their fiery chemistry and unshakable bond could be the driving force behind the next chapter, and fans are absolutely here for it. Then there's Casey Dutton, whose name keeps coming up in every conversation about Season 6. Casey's been the emotional heart of the Dutton family for years, and his return feels almost inevitable. After all the personal struggles he's faced, his visions, his fractured relationship with the family, and the pull between his past and his future, there's so much left to explore. Fans are also eager to see what's next for his wife Monica and their son Tate. Will this little family finally find peace, or are there more storms on the horizon? Let's just say nobody's betting on an easy ride for the Duttons. But Wes Bentley's Jamie Dutton is the ultimate wild card. After everything that went down between Jamie and Beth in Season 5, it's hard to imagine him just strolling into Season 6 like nothing happened. Their feud reached such a dangerous peak that fans are left wondering, does Jamie even survive? His constant battles with the family have made him one of the most complicated and hated characters on the show. Is his story finally coming to an end, or does Taylor Sheridan have one last jaw-dropping twist planned for him? Either way, Jamie's future is a huge question mark. And we can't forget the ranch hands. Forey J. Smith, Ian Bowen, Denham Richards, Ryan Bingham, and Jen Landon have been fan favorites for good reason. They bring grit, humor, and a sense of camaraderie that keeps the ranch alive. Their dynamic with Rip and the Duttons is the glue holding a lot of the series together. Plus, Rip's leadership in the bunkhouse has been a cornerstone of the show. How could we not see more of that? Whether it's their loyalty being tested or new tensions bubbling up, the ranch crew is bound to bring the drama. But let's not stop there. What about new characters? If Season 6 marks a fresh chapter, you can bet Taylor Sheridan will bring in some heavy hitters. Rival ranchers? Shady corporate types? Politicians with hidden agendas? The possibilities are endless. With the Dutton family facing threats from every direction, new faces could completely change the game. Imagine an outsider showing up, claiming to have ties to the land, or someone with enough power to make even Beth Dutton nervous. That's the kind of energy Season 6 could bring. And of course, Taylor Sheridan is known for keeping fans on their toes. You never know who's going to show up or what kind of chaos they'll bring with them. The stakes are higher than ever, and if there's one thing we know about Yellowstone, it's that nothing and no one can be taken for granted. Redefining the Western genre. Filming Yellowstone is an art form on its own. Taylor Sheridan and his team capture Montana's vast, wild beauty and make it feel alive, almost like a character itself. Those sweeping landscapes that make you pause and stare, they're no accident. The production team meticulously plans their schedule around Montana's unpredictable weather and the specific seasons to bring out every ounce of that jaw-dropping scenery. And when you combine that with tight deadlines and the cast's packed schedules, it's a miracle they pull it off every time. But let's be real. If production kicks off soon, fans will be stalking social media for every behind-the-scenes snap or teaser the cast might drop. What makes it even more thrilling is how Yellowstone has redefined the Western genre. It started off as another cowboy show and turned into a cinematic masterpiece. Sheridan and his crew are always pushing boundaries, and Season 6 could take things even further. From heart-pounding action scenes to those quiet emotional moments that hit you out of nowhere. Their creative genius is what gives this show its signature edge. But Yellowstone isn't just about the Dutton Ranch. It's about legacy, power, and survival. These themes run deep, and they're what keep fans glued to their screens. One of the biggest draws? That constant clash between the Old West and the modern world. The Duttons are fighting tooth and nail to hold onto their land, their way of life, and everything their families built over generations. And let's not forget the double-edged sword of family loyalty. It's been a central theme from day one, but it's also where things get messy. How far will they go to protect each other? And at what cost? Every season pushes the Dutton family to their breaking point, and Season 6 looks like it could push them even further. Will their loyalty hold them together, or will it tear them apart? The stakes have never been higher, and justice for the Duttons? That's always personal. They don't play by the rules, they make their own. But with every bold move comes ethical dilemmas that leave fans questioning where the line between right and wrong really lies. Season 6 might dive even deeper into this moral gray zone, giving us all something to think about long after the credits roll. Now, the big question is Season 6 the end? Fans can't stop asking. Taylor Sheridan has dropped hints in past interviews that he sees a definite conclusion for the Dutton saga. He's not the type to drag a story out for the sake of it. His commitment to quality over quantity is what makes his storytelling so strong. While Yellowstone's success has far surpassed expectations, Sheridan's hinted that he wants to end it on his terms, when the timing feels perfect. So, could this be the final chapter? Fans are torn. On the one hand, the show's popularity makes it hard to imagine it ending anytime soon. There are still so many loose ends to tie up: family betrayals, feuds, and unresolved threats to the ranch. But on the other hand, if Season 6 is the last ride, Sheridan has a track record of delivering unforgettable finales. He knows how to end a story in a way that hits hard and stays true to the heart of the narrative. The future of the Yellowstone universe. With spin-offs like 1883 and 1923 diving deep into the Dutton family's roots, the Yellowstone universe has cracked open a treasure chest of storytelling possibilities. These prequels filled in the blanks and carved out whole new avenues for the franchise to explore. Fans loved how these shows connected the dots, peeling back the layers of the Dutton legacy. So what does that mean for Yellowstone Season 6? Well, if the new season ties into these spin-offs, we could see plot lines weaving in references to events from 1883 or 1923. Imagine the past colliding with the present, giving us a richer, more intricate narrative. Taylor Sheridan hinted that he's got more Dutton history to unpack, so keep an eye out for Easter eggs and subtle nods to the family's storied past. The success of these spin-offs opens the door to even more expansions. We could be getting shows centered on other branches of the Dutton family tree, or entirely new characters who cross paths with the ranch's history. For fans, this means a bigger, bolder Yellowstone universe, one where interconnected stories bring new drama, deeper themes, and even more reasons to binge watch. Fans can't stop buzzing about what's next for Yellowstone Season 6, and the theories are coming in hot. The biggest question? What's Beth's next move? Her explosive, no-holds-barred feud with Jamie has everyone guessing. Will she finally bury him once and for all? Or does Jamie have one last shocking trick up his sleeve? And then there's the elephant in the room: the Dutton legacy. The stakes couldn't feel higher, and fans are on edge waiting to see how it all shakes out. Share your thoughts in the comments. What are you hoping to see in the next chapter of Yellowstone? And make sure to subscribe for more.